What's going on, YouTube world? This is your guy, Sealz, the man, and I'm so glad to be back. And on today's episode, I'm going to break down 5 reasons why dudes be out here pushing good women away. All right, so that's what we're going to talk about today. If you don't, please subscribe to my channel. If you like what I talk about, the things I talk about, it's only the right thing to do. So please do that. And if you have an Instagram, follow me at sealztheman on all platforms. As you know, on this channel, I talk about understanding the mind of good men. And in order to sometimes understand the mind of good men, you have to understand how a lot of men think. Good, bad, misled, raised right. You want to have an overall sense of all of them, right? You want to have an overall feel of just us as a whole, okay? So that's what I'm here to do, to make it plain. So let's get to it. The first reason why a lot of dudes be out here pushing good women away is because he did not want to elevate. You know, there are a lot of people comfortable just being comfortable. There are a lot of people comfortable just being plain. There's a lot of people comfortable just, you know, doing their due. But the worst type of comfortable is the person who does not want to elevate, but also wants to be in a relationship. All right, so let's just think about this. You want to be in a relationship, but you don't want to be better. You don't want to be better with that person, and you don't want to accept that person trying to make you better. So how does that make sense? I feel like if you don't want to be better, then you should not be in a relationship. If you do not want to be better, you should not be with someone who wants to do better for themselves. Because if that woman wants to do better with herself, then she wants to do better with the person she's in a relationship as well. You have to understand the parameters of being in a relationship. It is not all about you. It is not all about what you're comfortable with. When you're in a relationship, you're sharing with another person. So, in other words, if you don't want to elevate, you need to be by yourself. If you do not want to do better for yourself, then you should not include someone else. So when a man sees this, he starts to sense this. He gets into this relationship he knows he's not ready for with this good woman, and he realizes that she is a good woman. He starts to panic. He maybe even gets nervous. And he starts to realize that this woman is about something, and she's trying to do something, and she's trying to build something. And she thought she could do that with you. But in the guy's mind, in the dude's mind, he knows that's not what he wants. He knows that's what he's not ready for. So the most selfish thing he did in this situation was got into a relationship. Period. Relationships are about bearing fruit, about fruition, about making things happen. And if you're not trying to make things happen, then you shouldn't be in a relationship. You get it? So that's one reason why dudes out here be pushing good women away. And this second reason is he's intimidated. It's crazy to think about all the guys out in the world today who are intimidated by women, who are intimidated by successful women, who are intimidated by women who know what they want in life. Don't let that ego fool you. A lot of these dudes out here are frail. And if you watch videos on my channel, you know I specify the difference between boys, dudes, and men. So you notice I don't say any of these guys are men. There's a big difference. So back to my point, a lot of dudes are not ready to be in a relationship with a woman who have more things going on than them. Because a lot of men have this frail mentality that women are not supposed to be better than them. A lot of men were raised like this in their family customs, watching these crazy videos online, and just subscribing to today's society when it comes to the mentality and the vision on what women should be, right? So you will find a lot of men with frail spirits who try to hide them behind their ego, false ego. So when you come across a man like this who is hiding his weakness behind his faux ego, he will find a reason to push you away if he knows that you're doing way better than he is. In his mind, it's like you are 20 feet tall and you are in his shadow. He does not like this. And don't let his friends be involved. Like, oh, she got this going on and you ain't been doing nothing. That's going to hurt his frail, faux ego even more. Intimidated men hate it when people close to them tell them the truth. They do not like it. They don't like to be disturbed. They don't like to be shaken up. So if he hears people close to him say like, oh man, she got it going on, what are you doing? He's going to hate that and eventually push that good woman away. And kind of similar to the second point, I would say the cousin to the second point is a jealous man. A jealous man will push a good woman away. Once again, if you have something that he does not, if you are working towards something that he is not working towards, he is not going to be able to handle that because he is not going to be able to contain you. He is not going to be able to contain your aspirations and your dreams and your perseverance and your drive and your hunger. He has no control over that. And why must he have control? Because he knows he's in a very low place in his life. He's in a very stagnant place in his life. He's in a place in his life that she will not agree to because of her drive, her hunger. If there is no balance in y'all relationship, there is going to be imbalance, and the evidence of it will be so transparent. If he feels like he brings nothing to your relationship, then he will not feel like a man. And for an envious person, that is a nail in the coffin. He cannot take that. And let's go to the fourth reason. The fourth type of dude who pushes good women away is the dude that knows he's not about nothing. Like, this dude is satisfied in living a foul life. He is comfortable living sinfully and doing whatever he pleases, not caring about anyone else's feelings. These type of dudes do whatever they want. And just because these type of dudes are in relationships doesn't change anything. Also, these type of dudes are usually attracted to the same type of woman. A woman with low self-esteem, low self-confidence, no self-awareness, no support. A woman that doesn't have anybody in her corner to tell her, hey man, you're in a bad situation. These type of dudes love these type of women because they are able to control them. So to them, this type of woman is easy to him. This is the best case scenario, the best type of woman for a dude who knows he's not about nothing. So going along his journey of acquiring women, he comes across a good woman. A woman who is about something. A woman who has morals, a strong woman, an intelligent woman. He starts to panic, he starts to see red flags, and even though he's the red flag, but he starts to see red alarms because he knows he cannot control this woman. The more conversations he has with this woman, the more time he spends with this woman, he realizes, I can't control this woman. There is no way I can contain this woman. She's way too smart. He's met her family. She has a support system. They probably already told her that I'm no good. She sees me through my tricks. So there is absolutely no way I can contain this woman. Therefore, I have to push her away. A man who is living foul, that can't contain a woman, that can't control a woman, is going to push a good woman away. Even if that woman could change his life for the better. If he has accepted the way he's living, he does not want to change. He does not want to make his life for the better. He loves how he's living. So the last thing for him to do is push her away. But in most cases, if the woman knows what she knows, and if she's intelligent, if she's aware of how the game is played, she already saw it from a mile away. And so my fifth and last type of dude who pushes good women away is the dude that knows she's better off without him. Now, this can be a slippery slope because this type of guy does not always have to be a bad guy or a man of ill intent. Nah, it's not like that sometimes. Sometimes men are frustrated with themselves so much that they don't want to bring their frustrations to a good woman. Some guys out there are really trying to better themselves. They're trying their hardest to be the best version of themselves. They're exhausting all resources to become the best version of themselves. But it just seems like they can't. It seems like they can't get over that mountain, that hill. So you will see a lot of these type of men eject out of relationships with good women because they're just not ready for her excellence. They're not ready for to be at a table with a woman who's doing well for herself. They don't want this woman to think that they're not ready. They don't want the woman to think that he's weak, that he's unprepared, that he's a waste of a man, that he's not ready to handle her, that he's not ready to be in a relationship with her, that he's not ready to love her. These type of men do not want to be in that situation. And like I said, these could be really good guys. They're just not well in handling what's going on inside of them. So instead, they nix the relationship altogether. Not knowing that this good woman could help them. This good woman could better them, can elevate them, could level them up, can help them, period. But these type of dudes want to be in good positions before they get into serious relationships with good women. Another thing is a lot of men get into relationships as a rebound or as a way to get back up on the horse. But when they come across a good, strong, intelligent, dependable woman, sometimes they can realize getting on that horse, they are next to a stallion, a legendary race-bred stallion. One of those horses with the sheer, moisturized hair, or whatever you call hair on the horse. And then he looks at her, and then he looks at his horse, and he realizes his horse is a pony. Or that's how he feels in the moment because of the situation, the point in life that he is currently in. His self-esteem is running his mind right now. He feels like there is no way I could be with this stallion. She is way too good for me. That line, she is way too good for me. That is probably the most popular line for these type of men. Because they want to let you know that they're not ready for you, but they want to give you the reason why. Now, this line can be super heartbreaking because, you know, the good woman is thinking like, you know, I don't care. I still want to be here for you. We can work through this. I can help with whatever you want to help with. Like, let's do this together. But the man, because of all these things I just said, does not want to do that. He does not feel like he's in a good enough position to even start. It's embarrassing to him. So he was getting into a relationship for one reason, but then he realized how great you were, how great the woman was, and realized that he's not in a great position himself right now. So he ejects. He pushes the good woman away. So one thing I just want to let y'all know that is I'm not giving excuses for these type of dudes, but I'm letting you know the signs to look out for. I hear these stories all the time, and 99.9% of the time, the women are blaming themselves. It is not your fault. And hopefully this video can help you stop blaming yourself. And this goes for both genders. Some people are just not ready for other people, especially when they do not want to accept help. So I hope this video helps for those who are in this situation maybe, and for those who just want to be aware. So this is your guy, Sealz the Man, coming back at you with another video. Thank you for coming back. Peace and blessings. Have a good day.